So here's Lori's statement. She's actually on my success story page of my website, Windheim EMF Solutions. She says, when it was fixed, I felt instantly better. I never felt well in this room until Eric fixed it. I've been struggling with health issues for several years, trying to get to the bottom of them. Every time I walked into my house, especially into my kitchen, I felt depressed. I couldn't figure it out. I had a terrible bout of insomnia that lasted for months. There was a wiring code violation in the kitchen wall. So this lovely person, mother, grandmother, suffered horribly for 14 years, not knowing what was going on. That's the real tragedy. You know, we're not made aware of this by our schools, by our public officials. Either they don't know about it or they don't want to talk about it. So my suggestion is get a professional assessment. And do this with real estate. Before you buy, build, or rent, hire a certified electromagnetic radiation specialist to prepare a report. External sources are a deal breaker and can't be reduced. Internal EMF sources are fixable at a cost, but it's infinitely less than moving into a sick house and finding out you've got cancer or leukemia, or your child that you conceived is now autistic. So the cost of fixing it is an infinitesimal fraction of what can happen if you end up in the hands of the medical pharmaceutical industry, or you have to move out to a safer place. And by the way, I do have videos that I can show either at this point or at the end, Theo, a few short clips. What would you like on that?
Sure, you can show the videos.
Now or wait till the end?
Whenever they fit into your talk is fine.
They fit in right here.
Yeah, put them in.
Okay, this is the woman who worked at the EPA.
And I'm one of the 30 AI voices from SpeechLab. You listen to this video.
Okay, this is Eric Windheim, building biologist and electromagnetic radiation specialist. We're investigating a high magnetic field situation here in Midtown Sacramento. The clients are very concerned, and it seems to be causing some aberrant health symptoms. The main situation we have is these overhead power lines, and the client's house is back at the other end of the block, so we're going to be walking that way. Currently, we're at 6 milligauss, just under. Anything over 5 is extreme concern. So here we're going past a large multi-family building, and you can see the top floors. They're right where the wires are. 5.6. This is on the sidewalk. Right now, we're coming up to another cute little house, and this house is number 609. We're at 5.7 milligauss. Here we're at 5.5 milligauss, and we're in front of house 615 and 613. And what's interesting is, down on the ground, let's put the meter down under. Okay, so let's take a little example. Let's put the meter down on the ground, and down on the ground we've got 3.13. So as we take the meter and we raise it up towards the lines, just by 4 feet, now we're at 5.13. You can imagine what it is 10 or 15 feet further up. Sorry. So we're walking into the client's house is here on the corner. Can you make sure that those lights are off before we go through the door, please? Okay. We're going upstairs. Going into the master bedroom. We're getting 6, 6.5, 7.5, And here we are right on the bed. 7.5. 7.32 milligauss. Thank you for watching.
Eric, so these elevated levels are from the power line that, so as you went up high, it got higher. I mean, what's incredible is how elevated it is just outside.
Yeah, you're right. I've seen it as high as 27 milligauss at waist level on the sidewalk, because in some cases, the utility will bury the power lines under the ground, and everybody
Yeah.
thinks, oh, that's safe. No, not if you're a pregnant mother, because miscarriage starts to be influenced at 2 milligauss, and it can increase up to 600% for a one-time exposure of 16 milligauss. So burying power lines does not stop the magnetic field.
Yeah, I mean, many countries have limits for magnetic fields. They have various policies or informal policies in place where the levels can't be 2 to 3 milligauss, depending on the country. Many countries in Europe already have that in place, whereas in the United States, we don't have any policies that are protective in any way. I mean, we have no limits, first of all, on magnetic fields by the US government, except for California, where you have that law about the right of way for certain kinds of power lines related to schools only. And that's about it.